the property above, and we'll see more of this in this video. I want to show you a portion of the V-ditch, and let me pan back to where we were at. And my old faithful Basset Hound Jr., he follows me everywhere. He's about 13 years old now and doing pretty good after his back operation because he couldn't walk, and he's came back really well from last year's operation. But also, this is the other grove that is kind of stunted right now. It's poor dirt, I think, but it's starting to show some progress. And you can also see the I would call it grading work, but the work that we've had to help us with the erosion issues. It was just horrible. Water flowing from the top of the property down to the bottom, just cutting huge trenches through the grove, and literally just taking the dirt. And we think, well, I have all this dirt. Well, the dirt can disappear pretty fast, and where am I going to find the dirt to fill these holes up? So I had to bring some big tractors back in here and do all this work here, and it's costly but necessary, and our commitment is to be here for a long time. Let's go to a different portion of the property. Okay, here's one of the legs of the V-ditch as I pan around here. That's all connected. There's connection points from different portions of the property. This is served to collect the water that comes down from this grove. And again, this was planted last year. You can see the trees are, I don't say healthier, but they definitely grew more. They're really a pretty tree. They should be losing their leaves here in about a month and a half. We'll stop watering the trees in September, and that should start their process of going dormant, and they'll come back to life again in March and April. They'll start bearing their leaves, their growths. You prune these things the first part of January, and they'll be chopped back quite a bit to allow some additional growth of the trunks and the various branches. Let's go to another portion of the property. Okay, we're at the southwest corner of the property. I just want to show you, we planted these Afghan pines here. There's a total of 6 of them. Oh, excuse me, 7 of them. This is by the well here. I got a real good deal on these Afghan pines from a nursery in Riverside. They were all crooked, as you see. They kind of not very straight. They'll grow straight in time, but they sold them to me for, I think it was $10 a piece, and they were in huge buckets. And so hopefully this year, well, they're established pretty well. We water them. They'll be on a drip system here. We water them once a week, and they do pretty good. Let's go ahead and go to some other areas and show you what we've done so far this year. Okay, I want to show you where one of the legs of the V-ditch starts, and this is up by the pad to help the drainage and going down toward that long leg we saw a few seconds ago. And as I pan around here, you'll see our fruit trees are doing pretty good. We haven't had really any fruit yet. We have to plant a few more for pollination process, but also we planted, and right down over here, let me see if I can zoom in. I'll get a little closer. Some blackberry bushes, and hopefully we'll have some blackberries in the next year or two. Here's a good spot here. Here's the pad where we just came from, and looking back up to that leg. Let me switch down here how the V-ditch goes down, collects the water. Here's that grove of pistachio trees and our blackberry bushes. The rabbits got a hold of them when we first planted because we didn't have those cages around them, and just ate the poop out of them. But they're coming back pretty good. Hopefully we've solved that problem by putting these wire mesh around the base of them and stringing wire up on these engineer stakes, and we'll have some nice blackberries in the next year or two. Let me go down further and show you the rest of the V-ditch. From another angle, you can see the V-ditch coming down from where we were standing to a point that intersects right here and goes down, curves around over to the collection point, which is over there. As I pan around the property here to show you, and of course you can see all the dead mustard green bushes. They become tumbleweeds. And we'll just pan around here, take a look at the grove. And that big bush there, we probably should have got rid of it, but we use it for our grandson Braden and his play area, which he loves. Okay, let's go to a different spot and show you the rest of the things we've done this year. Okay, I do want to show this collection point that goes down. You can see how it works itself into the main area of the V-ditch. They pan around here. If you can remember the various areas which we were standing, you can see the groves and things from a different angle. And I'll discuss the olive trees we planted this year. And we can see this is down by the lower pad where the workshop's going to be. And the weed mess that I have, but it's manageable. I'm not too worried about it this year here compared to what the rest of the property looked at. You didn't even see that, all the weeding I've done and spraying and such. Oh, what a pain in the neck. Okay, let's go to the next spot. Here we go. We planted 40 olive trees as an experiment. And you say, well, gee, they're awful close together. How these type of trees, almost like not say a bush, they go about 10 feet tall. They need to be close together. They are a Spanish type of olive and high in the oil content. They're not an eating olive per se. And those big trees right there, there's 3 of them. They're called black locusts. They can handle the weather out here. If you remember on another couple tapes, we had jacarandas we planted and they died. They just couldn't handle the cold weather over here. And here's the red buds here. Again, they can handle the sub-freezing weather that happens in this area here. But next year when I do another video, I will explain more about these olive trees and hopefully the success of them through the winter. That's the experiment. Will they last the winter? Let me get a little closer here. As you look at this olive tree, we have a cage around for the rabbits, and they did a little job on them when we first planted them. But we'll be packing that cage with straw to protect the tree during the cold winter here. And we'll hopefully cross our fingers. These trees will grow about 3 feet a year. We just planted about a month and a half ago, so they're just establishing now. The root ball was just about 6 inches long and about 2 inches wide. And we jackhammered, by the way, the hole about 1.5 feet deep and about a foot wide to give them a chance to grow and fill it with good quality mulch. The name of these trees are Arbequina. I think I pronounced it properly. And hopefully they'll be okay. Then we're going to plant some more in the very near future on some part of this property. Let's go to another spot. Okay, we're here on the southeast corner of the property. And we're looking at these trees we planted. They're another Afghan pine. They were in smaller buckets. We planted 13 of them. They're on a drip system. Because we bought those crooked ones that were very large, and they were either going to destroy them or sell them to, I'm going to say a fool like me, but that's okay. He sold these for $5 a piece. They usually go for about 25 to 30. So I'm pretty happy about that. Let me pan around here. You can kind of orient yourself to where we're located. There's our trailer, and there's the pad over there. Okay, the last trees we planted was these white birches up above the pad. There's 5 of them. We're going to plant 5 more, a little closer together. Here's our trailer, at least the back end of it. And let me pan around here. Things we're going to do next year as I end this tape. Let me walk up over here. We're going to plant some more olive trees if the ones that we've planted live through the winter. Excuse the bumpiness. Hopefully, maybe we'll be putting our house up, and we'll see about that. And just maintain the property, enjoying the weekends out here, which we do. So, we end this segment, and we'll see you guys and myself, hopefully, next year. Take care. Bye.